Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening to Jungle Entertainment. Here, I'll give you sizzling hot gist of what is trending in Nigeria, in Africa, and the world at large. If you are new in our midst, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell, and also the like so as to get the latest update on what is popping. My name is Jongelo. I am an entertainment enthusiast and a vlogger. You are dearly welcome to Jongelo Entertainment, where we've got sizzling hot gist for you. Well, we all know Sam Clef. Sam Clef is a producer. Recently, he came up and said he's been, underrated. That he took the Afrobeat to the next level. That he's one of those people actually that took the Afrobeat to the next level. That he's been producing good songs. We don't doubt that. I mean, Sam Clef has always been there producing good songs, and we haven't heard from him for quite some time. But he just came up and he was bashing those celebrities that are trendy right now. Firstly, he went to Erica. He was attacking Erica. You know, Erica of Big Brother, that Erica had sex on live TV. I mean, as if that wasn't enough, he also attacked Thames, that he wanted to see Thames ass. Come on, man, what is wrong with this guy? And Thames replied him that, come, I don't know you. Who are you? Erica came and responded to Sam Clef. She said, keep my name out of your savage mouth. Come on, man. How can you say I had sex on national TV? I mean, Sam Clef, we've known you as a producer. Stick to your production. Stick to your music production. Be releasing the beats rather than attacking people. You are famous already. Why come on air? Why come on air to start attacking those who are growing? I mean, come on, man, Sam Clef, this is out of place. You don't sound like a guy here. You sounding like a lady. Why? Come on, if you are in love with them, meet them, express yourself, express your feelings rather than attacking them on social media. This one has sex on national TV. You want to see this person's ass. And when he was attacked by Simi, he said he was not joking. How can you joke like that? And Sam Clef, you need to grow up, man up. Congratulations to Wizkid and Thames. They just released this song, Essence. That song is lit. It is lit. Please make sure you listen to the song, and they are working on the video right now. It will drop ASAP. Well, let me give you a short clip of the video being made by Wizkid and Thames so that you see what is going on. That song, Essence, the song is lit, and we are expecting a good visuals from these two artists. Just watch the video.
I'm going Big Thames. Superstar.
Well, that's just a short clip. It is actually a raw file, not edited yet, of the video to the song Essence, Wizkid featuring Thames. And also recently, Rihanna, was seen vibing to Wizkid's hit track, Essence, featuring Thames. I mean, Rihanna dancing to Wizkid's songs. To tell you how lit that song is, just watch this video. All you need, give me all you give me all you need, give me all you need, give me all, make I give you all you need, every touch you need, give me all, make I give you. I be trust the enemy, I be trust a friend, me not like me, love me, family. Well, recently, Kemi Lawyer blasts Jaruma. According to Kemi, she said, you and your Kayamata product are the main cause of divorce in Nigeria. In my last video, I spoke extensively about this Kayamata stuff. And Jaruma came up online and said, no, that Kayamata is not responsible for the divorce rate in the country, that the cross-dressers are responsible for smashing people's husbands. But mind you, we haven't heard of any woman complaining of people like, Bobrisky or James Brown smashing their husbands away from them. But according to Jaruma, she says Kayamata is just meant for married people, for women to give to their husbands so that their body will be appealing to their husbands. But the big question is it that if someone wants to buy Kayamata, you ask that person if she is married or not? Well, according to Kemi, she said Kayamata products are the main cause of divorce in Nigeria. So what do you say about this Kayamata issue? Don't forget to drop your comments below. Is Kemi right, or is Jaruma right that the crossdressers are responsible for smashing people's husbands and not Kayamata? Don't forget to drop your comments below. Congratulations once again to you, Mr. David Adeleke. Well, on June 7, 2015, Davido graduated from Bapop University with a second-class honor in music, and that department, the music department, was created because of him. Wow! Congratulations to you, Davido. You graduated on the 7th of June, 2015, and this is 2021 year. You are moving into the 6th year as a graduate. Congratulations to you once again, Davido, and you've achieved a lot. Recently, Davido starred in the movie Coming to America Part 2. He actually acted there. He sang a song, Assurance, and that movie is lit. If you haven't seen that movie, please go and watch that movie. It's lit, actually lit. Well, recently, a guy, Otto Ayamike, speaks after being criticized for wearing a pair of jeans and dashiki to his white wedding. According to him, he said, "Thank you. One thing the husband, will say is, the wedding has come and gone. The varying opinions and debates about my simple outfit does not define how our marriage will be. There has never been a perfect wedding nor marriage, but when two hearts agree to accommodate their imperfections like we have done, there is very little wedding suit or gown can do to change that resolve." Well, your wife was properly dressed. She actually wore a wedding gown. You would have wore a suit. You can afford the suit. Come on, man. It's like showing respect. Putting on a suit is like respecting the occasion, respecting your wife, respecting your in-laws. Well, what do you say about this? What he did, was it right or wrong? Don't forget to drop your comment below. And remember, whatever you say is the correct answer. Everybody has his own opinion. According to him, he said what he did is right, that he did the right way by putting on a jean and a simple shirt, and his wife was putting on her complete wedding gown. Don't forget to drop your comments below. Let us move on now to the United States of America. We've been discussing about Nigeria, especially in the entertainment industry. Sam Clef, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Dem, Simi, Jaruma. Come on, man. We'll be discussing about Nigeria. Let us move on to the United States of America. Recently, we heard about the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos. The wife left him and she got settled. She got a divorce settlement, and that made her the richest woman in the world. Well, after divorcing the world's richest man, Mackenzie marries a teacher at her kids' school. The world's 22nd richest person and ex-wife of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, Mackenzie Scott, that is Jeff Bezos' ex-wife's name, has found love again. Well, congratulations to you, madam. The 50-year-old, who is worth an estimated $53 billion, divorced the Amazon founder back in 2019 after 25 years of marriage. She has now married Dan Jewett, a science teacher at the private Seattle Lakeside School where her children Bezos attend. Well, congratulations to you, madam. You find love again. You are 50 years old. You've been married for 25 years. You left your husband and married someone else. Well, and you didn't just leave the marriage. You left with money, huge money. Let's move on to football A2. There's this guy, Joan Laporta. He has been elected as the new president of FC Barcelona, and he's returning to the post which he previously held between 2003 and 2010. Well, congratulations to you, Mr. Joan. We hope you move back up to the next height. I mean, you take that to the next height. They really need to win the Clasico and the Champions League. We are looking forward to, watching you do the right thing as the president of FC Barcelona. Well, let's move from Barcelona to Nigeria. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria recently came up online and said, "Osinbajo is reliable. I am proud to have picked him as my vice president." That's according to President Muhammadu Buhari. He said Osinbajo is reliable and that he's proud to have picked him as a VP. Recently, people have been complaining that Osinbajo has not been saying anything, that the best vice president we've ever had in this country was, Atiku Abubakar, who said under President Olusegun Obasanjo. People have been complaining that Osibanjo has nothing to say. He's just there. He's been kept in the dark. He's been kept like locked up. He doesn't say anything. He's just been quiet. Well, what do you think about this? Don't forget to drop your comments below. Well, let us move on to football now. Let's talk about the richest footballers in Africa. Number one, Samuel Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o is worth 95 million US dollars. Number two, Mohamed Salah and Didier Drogba. They have this tie. They are both worth 90 million US dollars respectively. Then Yaya Toure is worth 70 million dollars. Well, in Nigeria, we have John Mikel Obi, and he tied with Emmanuel Adebayo. They are both worth 45 million US dollar. And Michael Essien is the seventh, and he's worth 35 million US dollars. The source of this is Celebrity Net Worth. Recently, a Nigerian man was arrested for climbing a moving plane. He actually thought the plane was moving overseas, but guess what? The plane was moving from one state to the other. You would have applied for a visa, man. You would have applied for a visa. And you won't blame this guy, because recently so many persons have been coming up online showing us pictures of then and now. Then, as in when they were in Nigeria, how they look like, how haggard they look like, and unkempt, and how they look right now in the United States of America, Canada, in short, outside the country. How they look now outside the country, and it's been giving people high blood pressure. People have been developing this eagerness to leave this country so that at least they will live the good life. Have fun, look fresh, like those guys they've been seeing on social media. Well, sorry to you, sir. Just try and apply for, a visa. Maybe you'll be granted, but the problem is the money. It is not easy to travel out of this country. You need to be a millionaire to leave this country. And being a millionaire is not easy. Recently, we know President Muhammadu Buhari and the Vice President, Osibanjo, were vaccinated. Yeah, they took the COVID-19 vaccine. They came up online and took the vaccine, and they urged Nigerians to do the same. And the name of that vaccine is AstraZeneca. And guess what? Austria suspends AstraZeneca vaccine as one dies after taking the vaccine. That is terrible. Well, one person died after taking the vaccine. Well, let's hope our president and vice president won't die anywhere, because they've taken the vaccine. Well, let's move on to the music scene. Let's talk about Drake and the boss, Rick Ross. Remember, Coming to America was shot recently, and some of the scenes were actually shot in Rick Ross's mansion. And that mansion is big. It has one of the largest swimming pools in the United States of America. That mansion is huge, it's large. Well, Drake and Rick Ross are working on a joint album. That is lit. We can't wait to listen to these two mega stars, Drake and Rick Ross, working on an album. Yeah, we've listened to Jay-Z working on an album with R. Kelly, so many albums. Jay-Z has also worked on an album with Kanye West. We can't really wait for this album. It's gonna be lit. Kanye West, he has been facing this divorce rumor here and there, but recently his latest shoe, the Yeezy 450 in cloud white, sells out in under 1 minute, under 60 seconds. He sold everything. Gone, going, gone. Everything was gone in 60 seconds. This actually reminded me of that movie, acted by Nicolas Cage. The title of that movie is Gone in 60 Seconds. Kanye just came up with Yeezy 450 in cloud white, and guess what? He sold everything in 60 seconds. Congratulations to you, Kanye. Congratulations to you, Kanye. You are really making money. Well, let's go into politics a little. We know what happened in Edo State between Adams Oshomole and the present governor of Edo State, Obaseki. Recently, they were seen in church. They had to hug each other. They shook hands and embraced each other. According to Obaseki, he said, "I don't have anything personal against Oshomole." So they met in the house of God. They embraced, they shook hands and embraced and embrace each other in Edo. Politics is actually a dirty game. Well, congratulations to you, Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard wins the first trophy title of his career with Rangers Trophy, the first manager in 10 years to top Celtic from winning the SPL title. Congratulations to you, Steven Gerrard. You did well as a player when you were at Liverpool, and you are doing well as a coach. He won 28 games, drew 4, defeat 0. He scored 77 and conceded 9 goals. Wow, congratulations to you, Steven Gerrard. You did well. Well, thank you very much for watching Jungle Entertainment. We hope you are daily entertained. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the bell, and also the icon to get the latest update on what is trending in Nigeria, in Africa, and the world at large. Take care of yourself and have a lovely day.